Welcome back, guys. We are going to start a new campaign and we are going to try out the auxiliary corps who've got armed princes, and basically every time you buy an officer you will get a free unit. So when it says weighted, basically means the higher level the officer, the more chance of getting a higher level unit, and the later on in the campaign, so Act 3, you're more likely going to get a better unit as well than you would in Act 1. So yeah, this is potentially very powerful. It does mean that units are more expensive to buy, but because we've got mustering as well as this armed princes, we shouldn't really buy any units at all. So yeah, we're just going to use mustering and buying officers. So let's see what we've got. We've start off with some Württemberger musketeers, some Palatine musketeers, and some Bavarian musketeers. So all of them are only 1,200 men, but they're all fairly decent. I think the Palatine are probably the worst in terms of shooting, but they're a little bit better in melee. The Württemberger are the worst in melee, so the Bavarian, in my opinion, are the best out of these three. So yeah, let's jump in. Right, let's see what we've got. What I'm going to do is I'm going to re-roll until I've got slums as an option. It seems pretty rare to get slums. There we go, got some slums. Light cavalry combat effectiveness, that's pretty awful really. We're not going to be using any light cavalry. But I just wanted to get the slums, so this guy looks fairly decent. So he's going to be a nice little boost. We need to raid 3 settlements. This is a really nice one to take if we wanted to. This is a much better one than this. In fact, I might even just go for this. What's this? The Palatine Kurfürsten. I got these on the last playthrough, and they were really good. So I might change my mind. I was just going to go for slums because I really like seeing where all of the encampments or encounters, sorry, are. But yeah, I'm going to change my mind. I'm just going to go for this because loading drills is brilliant, and I do like these dragoons. So yeah, let's just go for that. Right, I haven't actually checked that my recording equipment is working. Yep, looks like it is. Happy days. Okay, what do we start off with? Veterancy gain, flanking, damage received. So this flanking damage received is actually terrible for cavalry because they get flanked all the time. So if you do have anything that has flanking damage received, make sure you don't put cavalry in that unit. Okay, we've got morale and melee damage. Another morale thing. Reload. Accuracy reload. Move stamina. Morale and stamina. Okay. Right. Let's put that on him. In fact, yeah, that'll be fine. Let's do that and that. He's got terrible morale, so let's put that on him. Even though I have got this morale damage received thing. So we've got a reload. He's got the worst reload, so let's put that on him. And then we've got a movement speed. He's actually got the worst movement speed, so let's take that off, put that on him. And then let's put that on him. Okay, sorted. Right, so we need battlefields and outposts. So it might be... let's have a little look. So we need 4 outposts. If we came up this direction and got these 2, and then came across and got these 2, we can always get this one if we don't want to come over to this. Where are all the battlefields? There's one here. So we'd get this one. So it looks like the battlefields are going to be a bit tricky. We've obviously got these 2 here and this one here. So right, so I might change my mind what I'm going to do. If I came this way, came up here, got this battlefield and this battlefield, then came across here, got this outpost, battlefield and outpost, that would be 3 battlefields. Then come down here, come up to these 2 outposts. That would then complete the outposts objective, but I still need 2 battlefields. There's one here, and this one's a bit out of the way. So we could come across, get this, and then, or maybe just don't bother. Yeah, come across, get this one, come down here, get this outpost, come to this town, and then come up here to this battlefield. That would then get everything I need. Okay. It might be a good idea to muster one more before I take the supply cache, but we can try and do it. Provisions we're quite low on, so yeah, the ammo's quite low as well. This has not got any negative on any of them, so I'll take the ammo. So we are going to be outnumbered by 1 regiment, but I think we'll be okay. Don't usually fight this far forward on this map. I thought it was a new map at first, till I scrolled back and recognised it. So I could come across here, get some elevation, and use this fence here. I'm going to put the one with the officer in the middle. So, looking at this again, if I go here, he's going to get this cover while I'm just getting elevation. So I don't know whether this is actually a good idea. Let's go this way instead then. Why is he not getting much cover from this fence? That's interesting. Might be a bug, because I'm perfectly along the fence apart from this tiny bit here. I should be getting about 60% cover from that. Unless there's been some changes that I haven't noticed. I don't believe there has. Yeah, I'm getting more cover when I'm further away. That is very odd. Actually got a little bit of elevation from this then. But yeah, that's quite weird how I'm getting more cover when I'm standing further away from the fence. Looks like he's going to be coming in here. And if I can get a charge in here. Wow, that was fast. I know he's on a bit of road, but... Okay, so he is going to return. I'm not going to be able to chase him down, but it will get rid of him temporarily. Might be worth pushing forward and knocking this guy out. Yeah, let's do that. Just knock him out as fast as possible before the cavalry returns. So I'm just going to walk into him. I'm not going to charge. I don't want to waste my stamina. Stamina's like so hugely important in this game that I don't think the charge bonus is really worth. Later on in the game when you've got really high charge stats, it's a bit more important, but early on in the game I think it's better off just to walk into them. So their cavalry is going to return. I'm trading really well here. He's only got 1 musket. I've got this Soul. So his stamina is dropping quite low. Okay. Oops, didn't want to do that. I was trying to just do that. And if I can just do a bit of damage and then retreat with the general. Okay, he's not going to return now. This recruit is, but we're alright for now. So let's see if we can knock him out quickly. I could even quickly knock him out, and then we can have a 3-on-1 situation here. Or, because he has returned so quickly, I have got the flanking fire problem here. So let's go this way with him. He's only got a worn musket, so I'm actually going to fire instead. I know it's not going to be very effective because I've got such low morale, but okay, so we're quickly going to knock him out and then fire at him in the rear. He's not going to return, that's good. Okay, not too bad. So we need as much money as possible so we can open up these brigades. We could do with another 300 to open up this brigade as well, preferably. And we do need some money for provisions, though. Right, let's open up this brigade. I think what I might do... So I need some money to get reservists as well. So let's sort out the reservists first. Then we do need provisions, but what I might do is raid. No, I don't think it's worth it. I mean, it might be. I just want to open this one up so I don't need to think about it in the future. Because the more brigades you've got opened up with the mustering, the higher the level of the troops that you get. So if you can open it up early, then it's definitely a bonus. Right, let's see how much I can sell all this stuff for. Oh, I can actually sell all that stuff and get enough. So it means that we're not going to have any provisions, but I think that's worth it. Go on, let's do it. Okay, so it would be nice to raid to get the provisions, but let's muster. Okay. Right, and now I'm gonna raid because I do need the provisions. We are only getting one because of the army consumption. I think this has been reduced. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe the army consumption wasn't being applied before, because I swear we used to get more than that, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Okay, at least we've got some more stuff to sell. So I know force march is kind of counterintuitive, but while we are quite low on regiments, force march doesn't cost that much. This is good. We can pick up some more money here, although going for money is not necessarily. Maybe for a very rare occasion, going to go for provisions. Going for the reservists might be the better choice. I don't know. We obviously need the ammo as well, so maybe going for ammo or reservists is still the better choice at the moment. We can obviously strip the ammo and reservists off the new units once we muster them as well, if we need to. So yeah, I might play tall in terms of going for the veterancy and provisions at the beginning. I very rarely do that, but I think it might work out alright. Would be nice if we could get past this lake, but they're gonna beat us to it. So instead, if we come, yeah, fighting around this town is not going to be good for us if they're going to reach it first. I could do this instead. Let's see what happens. Okay, so he has managed to make it into the cover. So has he, really. Hopefully I don't accidentally get into contact with him. So this isn't the ideal situation. Fighting one-on-one with each of these would have been much better if we could gang up on a single one, but at the moment we're in good cover, and this officer ability, which is flanking fire received or flanking damage received, is makes it so I don't want to turn my back, basically. So like him, I would like to fight him in the side, but I'd probably sustain flanking fire from him, which I don't particularly want to do. Interesting. I wonder why his morale is so low. He's only lost 47 men. Why is his maximum morale all the way down there? I'm not quite sure why he's got that morale penalty. Obviously I've got this, so it might be from that, but that looks like more than 5% penalty to me. But yeah, I think it's probably this that's causing it. Just seems a lot more than I expected. Right, let's get this general over here then. So he has only got worn muskets. Yeah, this is not really a good fight. Fighting one-on-one all the way across. Maybe I should just try and push one away quickly. Let's see if I can push him away. Might be better off actually just charging in here. Go on, let's do that. Well, I should have fired that volley first actually. Go on, let's fire this volley first. Then I'll move in. Why is he taking so long to move? Oh, let's just charge. Okay, now I might want to follow up with the general if he doesn't fully break, which it doesn't look like he's doing, so let's follow up with the general and then let's get these firing over this way. Oh, he is actually gonna break. I think I might charge into the side of him with the general. Very nice. That's dealt with him. Let's get him. In fact, I think I'm probably just gonna come walking into the side of him. Okay, he probably won't need chasing. Let's get him turned around here. Let's get him moved to here. Okay, let's get him moved up to here, and then let's bring the general over. So he's got really low stamina, so he's barely doing any damage to the general. Shooting him in the back here. See if we can get out before he breaks. He might shoot at me. Looks like he is going to. Let's run then. Lovely. Okay, I do think provisions are going to be a problem. I think everything's going to be a problem, actually. Go on, let's go for the casualties. Just so I can get everybody topped up as fast as possible. I'm probably going to sell. I'm just going to keep selling everything at the beginning. Morale stuff might not be actually too bad. So if I get any morale stuff, I might keep it, but other than that, I think I'm just going to sell everything. Okay. Right. So this place has got cheap recruits, but we're not going to be doing any recruit buying. We do need ammo though. And we need lots of provisions, so just going to spend all of our money on provisions. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I want to keep. I might just sell. Right, that'll do for now. We could buy up some of these if we wanted. Let's have a little think. So if I keep taking the reservists as a reward and then buy the ammo, I don't know. Maybe taking this as a reward. Yeah. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the reservists while I've got money, basically. So we're going to be running into debt. This is the whole point, is because we know we're going to be running into debt. We need to stock up on these to make sure we don't run out while we're in debt, basically. So let's do that. So now we've got a stock of 1,200 men. Okay, so let's get the provisions. And then there's no way in a million years we'll be able to take on an encamped army this soon. It would be nice, but it is not going to happen, unfortunately. Okay, taking the weapons is actually going to be good. Unfortunately, we didn't get 2 guns, but at least we got 1. Right, we found another encamped army here. This is risky, but let's do it. Damn them. So we've just lost a load of our men. That is a shame. What I'm going to do is quickly come up here just to should I sell these? Yeah. So I'm basically coming up here. I'm not going to sell this though. Just so I can muster. Oh, buying these would be good. 162. That would have been good. So we can come back here later. So just so I can start the mustering. And, oh. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna get in a fight here. They've got 3 cavalry. So it's going to be a tough fight. Right. Where are we going to get the best cover? Nowhere is particularly great for the cover. I think I might just come diagonally across here. It's not great, but I think that's the best choice we've got, to be honest. Yeah, it's really not great. Might be better just coming a little bit further across. That's probably going to be better just that. Right, I might need to move him further this way. Let's put the general a bit more central so I can react a bit easier. So the cavalry are going to be the major problem here. So it looks like he's coming in here. He's going to be the first one that hits, so let's bring him back over this way. Okay, let's prepare him to charge in. Need to put his bayonet on. Tell him to charge in, and then tell him to charge in. Okay, so we are going to get charged in the flank here, which is going to be painful, but if we can knock this guy out, that would be good. Didn't do too much morale damage to us because we've got the general close, so that's good. Okay, so he's going to get hit by this cavalry, so might get him prepared to charge in. Need to put his bayonet on, almost forgot. Okay. What I'm going to do is shoot at him instead. Alright, so he is going to retreat, unfortunately. We are going to push him away. That's good. It'd be nice if we could knock him out, but I don't think we're going to be able to. No. So let's just see if we can focus on him. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a problem. I might have to follow him with the general, just to make sure he rallies a bit quicker. Okay, we've pushed him away, that's good. He is going to return, which is a bit of a problem, but... Right then. He is now recovered, so let's get him facing this way. Let's get the general to here. We want him to retreat. Okay, so he's going to end up recovering and hitting him in the back. That's good. We've got a 3-on-1 situation going on here. That's good. They are going to recover and charge us here, but that'll be fine. Okay. We're not going to be able to knock these out, I don't think. Let's just try it. He needs to... Yeah, he's got his bayonets on, that's good. Yeah, we're not going to be able to catch him, unfortunately, so let's cancel that. Need these pair. Forming a line here. Let's get him behind. Let's take off the bayonets. Okay, he's doing okay. Right, we've got him retreating. If we can shatter him with him, that would be great, but don't know whether it's going to be quite enough. Oh, not quite enough, that's a shame. Okay, so he's going to end up getting charged here, which is going to hurt. So let's get him preparing to back him up. We need to get him turned around so he doesn't suffer a load of flanking fire. Oh, what are these doing? Disobeying orders. That's definitely not ideal. Okay, if we can rescue him, that would be good. Because we've got this other cavalry about to charge us. Right, so let's see if we can get him behind. Right, I think I need the general over here to help him out. Okay, this cavalry is going to return again, that's quite annoying. But this one's not going to return again. Okay, so we just need to deal with this cavalry. Oh, he is going to return as well, and so is he. So, yeah, this is still not great. And he is returning as well because of this, guys. Because of this officer's morale boost, he's got all four of them gonna be coming back at us. That's gonna be a problem. And these having low morale, low stamina as well. This is definitely a problem. I wonder if it's worth retreating and just replenishing a little bit, because being low on stamina. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Being low on stamina is just gonna cause us a lot of trouble. So let's do that. And then right, what have we got here? Combat effectiveness, infantry accuracy. Let's go for combat effectiveness. Right. Yeah, this will be fine as it is. Okay, so we're gonna muster and come this way. And then as we're mustering, just keep adding these on. It was unfortunate that we didn't get the free unit then, but we'll have a much better time now. We've basically fully recovered. That'll minimise the amount of losses we would have taken if we tried to win that last fight. We might not have even won the last fight if I'd attempted it. So yeah, that was definitely the right call in terms of reducing the amount of losses we were going to take. Okay. So if we come across this fence, there's not much cover actually. I could just come across this fence. It's not much cover at all, but we won't be giving any cover. Alright, let's put him in the centre. Might put him in the centre of these recruits actually. Don't know how wide his command radius is going to be, though. It might not even reach these recruits, because we've got the reduced command radius by 25%. There's a high chance it's not going to be wide enough. It looks like it might just about be wide enough. So that tiny little bit there, I think that counts as being in. Okay, it's looking like he's going to have to move up to this fence line, but I'll do that in a minute. Or I could just do it now. Put him to there. To there. It's looking like he's going to need moving as well, so we're going to end up with no cover basically, but they haven't got any cover either. Okay, so we're going to get charged here. Ah, damn it, I didn't want him to shoot then. Right, I think I'm just going to let him lose the combat. Or shall I just fire one volley here and then go and help him? Yeah, I'll do that. That was nice. Perfect, that was. That was perfect. Unfortunately, didn't quite finish him off, but that was really, really nice. Come on, fire. Nice. Okay. Yeah, he's definitely not going to survive, so I'm not going to bother trying to help him. I'm just going to let that cav charge into me so I get the bracing bonus. Okay, let's bring my general over here. Okay, he is not going to return. That's good. Alright, let's get him up to here. He's going to break actually. Right. So he's not going to manage to knock him out, sadly. That's fine. He just about recovered right on the edge of the map. If I can get a flanking bonus if I come to here. Well, at least the other cavalry didn't recover. I think it's probably a good idea to charge him with the general here if this doesn't knock him out. Oh, he's gone anyway. So I'll make sure he doesn't come back. Yeah, he's not coming back. Okay, yeah, that was a lot more successful than the previous attempt. Right, I'm going to go for the cash and the ammo. I think I'm going to sell all of this stuff. Okay, what are we going to upgrade these to? I think I'm going to go down the cavalry route. I do really enjoy the cavalry with the HRE. And then I could put this melee damage on them. It would only sell for 52, so let's put that on him. Can now put that on him. Go on, yeah, let's put that on him as well. The cavalry are quite difficult to level up, so I don't mind putting some items on them. do I sell the rest of the stuff? I am going to. I'll keep hold of these two actually, just in case I get the events that need them. Okay, let's carry on going. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand still a minute just to build up about 12% before I move on. Oh, well, that was lucky. Let's see if we can build up about 12%. Well, that was lucky. Sometimes you just get the luck. So, I think I am going to go for 4 cavalry. I am going to get free cavalry from this. I do really like cavalry, I have to admit, I do really like cavalry. Let's just have a little think. So the Bavarian are the best at shooting and bracing, but they've only got 1,200 men. These Crease Grenadiers are probably the best all round with 1,645 morale. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go for, Crease Grenadiers. And then these Imperial Dragoons are the best cavalry. These Imperial Field Artillery are the best field artillery. So let's have a look at the Saxons. Yeah, I don't like this at all. I don't like how much it costs. I don't like the fact it's got 1 less gun than the other one, and I don't like the fact it's only got 15 reloads. So I'm not going to go down the Saxon artillery route. So for the Saxons, these Chevaulegers are really good, but they've only got 700 men. And then these have got 1,400 men actually, is not bad at all. So right, Saxon veteran musketeers then is the way forward with the Saxons. And then 700 men here versus 900 here. So Imperial Dragoons, Imperial Field Artillery, the rest of them Crease Grenadiers, and then any Saxons I get can go into Saxon veteran musketeers. Right, that is what we're going to do. But for now, I am desperate for the toilet, so I'm going to call it a day for this episode. And then we are going to carry on in the next one. So I hope you enjoyed it so far. Cheers for watching, take care, and I shall see you soon.